Oh, hi there, I'm Ron Juckett, and it's a happy recap day as the Washington Nationals hang on to beat the Arizona Diamondbacks 4-2 and take the series 2-1. They now have won 19 games this year. I don't know what that gook is in my eye, but it's distracting me. So, the big concern I think after this one is with Bryce Harper. He left the game in the 6th inning. He swung on a pitch and missed hard. And then Chris Heisey came and played the last 3 innings in the outfield. Obviously the Nationals don't discuss things during the game. I'm going to keep an eye on TweetDeck to see if we can get you anything on it. There was nothing obvious that I saw. There was nothing obvious in what the radio people saw, Charlie and Dave, and when my stream had crapped out and I had to go to Bob and FP, the Matson people didn't see anything either. So we don't think it's that serious. A win is a win is a win, and 4-2 is it. Max Scherzer with 11 strikeouts today. Matt Albers with a very clean 8th, and then after Joe Blanton gave up a home run to Paul Goldschmidt, Eddie Romero worked around a single, struck out a bunch, and was throwing in 101 miles an hour. In fact, one pitch looked like a 100-mile-an-hour cutter. Let me get to the line score. So Max Scherzer gets the win. He goes to 4-2. Braden Shipley takes a loss. He's on 1. And Eddie Romero gets his first save as a member of the Nats. 4 runs, 9 hits, no errors for Washington. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors for Arizona. Arizona got 1 in the 7th and 1 in the 9th. Washington 1 in the 2nd, 2 in the 3rd, and that big insurance run in the 8th inning. So as we said, Bryce Harper left the game after 6 innings. He struck out his last time up, and that was it. Chris Heisey came in, and actually Heisey had the big RBI in the 8th that gave him the insurance run. Ryan Zimmerman 1 for 3 today. He scored twice. He walked twice. His average is down to 424, but the OPS is 1327. Anthony Rendon with the big 2-run double in the 3rd, 2 RBIs, and he's now hitting 270. And Michael Taylor, 2 for 2 today. He walked twice. They didn't get him. 2 singles and 2 walks. He's now hitting 275. So while we wait, Scherzer with his 51st career 10 strikeout or double-digit strikeout game, and I believe it's the 22nd time he's had more than 10 strikeouts and given up a run or less, which ties him with Dwight Gooden. That's pretty good company to have. 7 innings for Max today, 2 hits, a run it was earned, and that was the homer by Lamb in the 7th. He's getting to that nasty little gnat territory that just won't go away. Even with mint jelly, you don't want him. Anyway, Scherzer walked 2 and struck out 11. 107 pitches, 72 strikes. Just great stuff. Albers, a clean 8th. 1 inning and 1 strikeout. Got the side on 9 pitches, allowed 7 strikes. Joe Blanton threw 2 pitches. One of them was a home run to Goldschmidt that just traveled over the left field wall. And then Romero with an impressive save. 1 inning, 1 hit. He struck out 2. He threw 13 pitches, and 10 of them were for strikes. And I'd be gosh darned if any of them, more than 1 or 2, were below 100 miles an hour. So 3 hours and 18 minutes to play it. The extra base hits today. Rendon with the only one for Washington. That big double in the 3rd is 5th. The Nats stranded 12 today. 12. They went 3 for 14 with runners in scoring position, but they won the game. Michael A. Taylor, 2 stolen bases, his first 2. Trey Turner and Jason Worth pulled off a double steal. Isn't that nice? Let's see if they're saying anything on Twitter at this point regarding Harper. No. But hopefully what happened was in the 6th inning, he took a lot of pitches today. I don't know the specific number. I know that when he was retired his first time up, it was a full count. Then he took a full count one off of Shipley. And then his last time up against the Arizona reliever, he just swung on and missed on a pitch that it was a big swing, but it didn't look, he didn't wince. He didn't limp back. It was just simply, a strikeout, and no one thought anything of it. And then Heisey came out to start the 7th inning. Now, as you know, the Nationals do not talk about injury information during the game, so we do not know, but there wasn't anything obvious. And someone asked me during the game if I saw him in the dugout. Now, when I'm doing these things, I'm reading screens and watching the game and chatting with you, and so I just because I didn't see him does not mean that he wasn't in there. But that's it. Here's the velocity on Romero's 13 pitches. The shortest one, the slowest one was 99. He threw 101 3 times and 101 2 3 a lot. That's amazing. And if he can harness that, he's a closer. I mean, you throw like that, 100 with movement, 100 on a cutter, that's closer stuff. So let's go through a little bit on the scoreboard as we wait for anything on Harper. Give us a comment in the chat if you're watching, or at District on Deck on Twitter, and we'll try to get to it. What'd you think of Lobaton today? He really did not play very well. He's leaving a lot of runners on base, but they won. And really, that's all that matters. Only one other final in baseball today. Cincinnati beat Pittsburgh 4-2. In the division, the Phillies and the Cubs are tied at 3 in the top of the 7th at Wrigley. Miami and Tampa continue their interleague series tonight from Tampa at 7:10, and the Mets and the Braves play at 7:35 from SunTrust. With this win, the Nationals are now 19-9 and hold a healthy lead in first place. And remember, they played the Phillies for 3 this weekend, and then that split home and home with Baltimore for 4 during the week. Weather is a factor for tomorrow. It certainly will be in Washington, and will move up the coast to Philadelphia. So we could either be looking at a doubleheader or a quick 2-game series, depending on the weather. But if we do get it in, it's Strasburg tomorrow for the Nats. Still not seeing anything on Harper. So Ricky Keeler watching says that he took 27. He took 27 total pitches today, which is what you want to see. I wanted to talk about the first at-bat, which he did not get on base for, but he took full count after full count, and like he did last night, once you have those 9-10 pitch at-bats, it's you're just letting everyone see what you have. In Shipley's case, they really worked Shipley hard. I don't know what the total was for the big 3 today, Harper, Zimmerman, and Murphy, but that's a clinic in how you run an offense. Take, make pitchers beat you. And Shipley couldn't do that. It didn't really show up on the scoreboard, as the Nationals only scored 4. Okay, Judo Joker says Max Scherzer hit as many hits as he gave up today and batted as many runs as he gave up. That's amazing. He did have a 2-hit game today, which is pretty good. Okay, but there is amazing. And, as someone who pretty much comes from an American League background, I can certainly see why that you don't want to ban the DH, or you don't want to have the DH, because games like this, Gio Gonzalez had a multi-hit game yesterday. So between Zimmerman, Murphy, and Harper, they saw 66 pitches today. 27 for Harper, 23 for Zimmerman, and 16 for Murph. Oh my goodness, that's just absolutely amazing. And that's just not only will wear down a staff, it just gives you, as other hitters, such as Anthony Rendon, something else, a guide to what to look for when you have 3 people who can consistently work counts like that. So thanks to Judo Joker for that, or the Judo Joker for that tidbit. Still nothing on Harper. Let's take a look to see. Actually, everything tonight in the minors is under the lights. Syracuse and Pawtucket go at 6:35 at Syracuse. McGowan goes for Syracuse tonight. Harrisburg and Hartford at 7 under the lights, obviously. Sims pitching for Harrisburg, not Phil and not Chris. He's 1-2 on the year with a 2.91 ERA. Potomac and Lynchburg play at 7:05 at Potomac. Baez goes for the Baby Nats at 0-3 with an 8.27 ERA. And Hagerstown plays Rome at 7:05. Bork goes for Hagerstown to 16-10. By the way, Juan Soto injured. It's a 7-day disabled list because he collided with a catcher. I don't think it was last time. I think it was a couple nights ago. So hopefully he gets better soon. So no minor league action today. It's all tonight, and there are no doubleheaders. We'll try to hold us for a couple more minutes. If you're watching and want to comment, District on Deck on Twitter is what I'm looking at right now, or in the post-game chat here on YouTube. Either one. Jose Lobato, that's the question I want. If you're watching, what do you think should be done with him? Is he okay defensively to go along with that batting average that's under 100, or is it time for Pedro Severino to actually come up and back up? Or do you think Severino should be getting the playing time down there? Because Lobaton didn't hurt them today, and his defensively is okay. But you can't be stranding that many runners at the plate like he did today. So your thoughts on that? Ricky Keeler is going to be talking with Connor Keyboom, hopefully this afternoon. If not, then sometime on Friday. It's our second interview for the week. He did a great job chatting with Ian Sagdahl of Potomac, and we have that on the site. Let's see what we do today. I did a profile on Jacob Turner, who was unexpectedly, like Matt Albers, one of the stars of the bullpen. Turner with 4 tremendous innings to get the win last night. And after Gio Gonzalez just walked 7 and struck out 8, saving the bullpen. Now, if you're wondering where Sean Kelly is, he's supposedly under the weather. Matt Wieters was sick, supposedly, allegedly, and I'm not saying it to be mean, was supposedly sick on Tuesday night, and Kelly has not felt well all week, which is why we went through this kind of even more of a bullpen by committee, with Blanton starting and then Romero with the lightning fast pitches to get the save. Trinan was warming, and thank goodness he did not get in because I don't have a lot of confidence. I'm still not seeing anything on Harper, and I've kind of talked. So I'll give it another minute or two before I say there. I think that, for as far as Trinan's concerned, I think he needs to be out of a situation where he's under any pressure. If that means sending him down to Syracuse and stretching him out a bit, or just letting him just stay loose down there and get some easy outings, and that's what they should do. But they won. They took 2 out of 3 this week. They split the homestand 3-3. It's a 5-game road trip coming up, 3 against Philadelphia and 2 against Baltimore. So they don't even leave, the 95 corridor before the last 2 against Baltimore and then Philadelphia next week. It's everything is a home and home. All right, you can follow my co-editor Ricky Keeler at Rickinator555 on Twitter. He and Chris Lacey, if they get this in, will be on the DoDCast for you tomorrow night. You can follow me at Rod Juckett. You can follow District on Deck at District on Deck on Twitter. If you are watching this on YouTube, hit like and subscribe. We do this pretty much after every game, along with interviews and just random thoughts that we have up once in a while. And if you do the Facebook thing, we'd appreciate it if you would give us a like on Facebook so you can follow us there and cute little things that we see. I guess I have run out of time. Okay, Ricky says Strasburg is facing the prospect the Nats gave up for Papelbon tomorrow. Wasn't that interesting? It's always fun to watch old friends come back. Robbie Ray was one of those yesterday, and he struck out 10 and looked good in the process. All right, so I guess that's going to do it for us. I wish we could give you an update on Harper before we go. If it's serious, come to District, follow us on Twitter. As I said, at District on Deck. We will keep you updated as we know, and if it's anything really serious, we'll have something up for you tonight. So for Ricky Keeler and the rest of the staff here at District on Deck, I'm Ron Juckett. Have a very good rest of the night.